like a boss.
Alright, so one of my loyal Patreon supporters asked me, what are some signs that a guy is falling in love with you? What are some signs that a guy is becoming emotionally attached, right? It doesn't mean love, but it just means that it's because he's becoming attached. The glue is already there, and now you just got to give it time until the glue hardens, right? So I'm going to be answering this question in this video. Now, mind you, my name is Alex, and I'm a dating coach for women, and I help you women get the guy that you want under any means necessary. Like good tactics or dark tactics, we don't give a fuck. We're here for the results. So let's get started. So before we begin with the three things, let's first get this understanding, right? One, it's all based on contrast, right? You gotta first know, how does he behave in the beginning of the relationship? Because some people have this unhealthy attachment style wherein they are the type of person that gets attached fast. That's not healthy. Somebody cannot be loving you in the first week. Like, if a guy's already falling in love with you within the first week, don't be thinking you're this lovable, okay? Do not think you're this lovable. You may most likely look at his past relationship, ask him if his ex dumped him or whatever. The point is, it is not healthy to be falling in love with a random person in the first week. That might be a sign that he might be doing some transference. What's that called? I think it's called transference, I believe. When one emotion for one person transfers over to the other person, right? And you think you love them, but in reality, you're just not over the other person, right? So that might be one of those things, or it might be one of those traumatic things where something traumatic happened in their lives, and so they need somebody to love them to make it feel good, right? Or they're just having an super anxious attachment style where that is not healthy, right? So that's the first thing, right? It's all about contrast. The second thing is that if he's falling in love too fast within a month, if you're noticing that he's trying to advance things up too fast, that is not the sign that he's becoming emotionally attached to you. Yeah, he is liking you, don't get me wrong, but it is not based on your interaction with him. It has nothing to do with how he's reacting to this whole dynamic. It's more to do with the past. For somebody to really fall in love with you, they need to interact with you, not with their fantasies. Because if he falls in love with you because of his fantasies of trying to be happy, he's gonna eventually back away. You're gonna notice some red flags. You're gonna notice some skeletons in his closet. It is not healthy to fall in love too fast, all right? So with that being said, let's begin this. All right, so the first sign that this dude is getting attached to you is that he's getting jealous. Simple as that. Now, mind you, it all depends on the baseline of how things started. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell you guys, and look, a lot of you guys don't agree with me, and it's okay, but I always recommend you never start off with the mentality, let's get into a relationship, unless you're religious and unless that's part of your culture. Always start off as, let's just see other people in the meanwhile and get to know each other, right? The reason why you're saying this is to set it up. Because then, after like a month and a half or 2 months or 3 months, you mention another dude, right? You say, and he might even say, so are you seeing other guys? And you say, well, this dude took me out, it wasn't nothing. Never say sex, just say he took me out, nothing happened. You see what I'm saying? Just say he took me out, nothing happened. And what's gonna happen is that he's gonna get jealous. You're gonna notice in his face, he might get like this, he might get turned off. Not turned off in terms of he doesn't want to see you no more, but sad in terms of, aww. Now, another thing that's very similar to this is that he gets offended easily. It's like he all of a sudden becomes more sensitive. I remember one time this girl said to me, yeah, you know, like I would introduce, she talked about how she introduces guys, but she kind of insinuated that she wouldn't introduce me to her friends. I don't know why, but she said that. Fuck, bitch. Sorry. And then I was like, I remember I felt offended. I was like, oh, okay, all right, fuck it, man. I really felt offended. She was like, oh, you getting offended like this? And I was like, you can't be, I was like, yo, don't be saying that. I mean, you don't need to say you don't want to introduce them to your friends, just don't say it. It really got to me, right? And so those are the things you'll notice. He's emotional, right? He's easily jealous, he gets jealous with you, and he gets offended, right? And now mind you, be careful with the obsessive jealous people. People who are obsessively jealous, be very careful with them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people who are possessive with you. I'm just talking about that he just gets a little bit more jealous now. You see? He'll ask you about who you see, like not in terms of trying to control your life, but in terms of like just trying to figure out if you're seeing anybody. All right? So let's talk about the second step. Okay, so the next sign that he's starting to get emotionally attached to you is that he's asking to spend time with you. Not just spending time with you to have sex or as a date, but just to spend time with you doing innocuous tasks. I remember I was seeing a girl and she asked me to hang out, and she would tell me to hang out with her as she was doing homework, as she was cooking, and whatever the hell she was doing. The point is that when a guy asks you out to do things with him, to go to the park with him, to do non-sexual things like let's do homework together, let's do work together, and he asks you to hang out and you guys are watching TV together, you guys spending the day together, that's a sign that he's developing emotions for you, and that happens to me. It's a natural progression of a relationship. You'll naturally want to spend time with them outside of sex, because it's emotional. It's an emotional thing. It's not a sexual thing. But if you're noticing that he's only asking you to hang out, to have sex, to go drinking, to go smoking, to do things that doesn't require quiet time with each other, like anything that's in the way between a human to human connection is not good. What I'm talking about is when you guys just spend time together. When he asks you to come over and just talk. When he asks you, when he invites you to do his errands with him. When you ask him to hang out to do something randomly or innocuous and he says yes. So those are the signs that I want you to look for. And let's talk about the third sign. The next sign is one that you ladies could relate to, because I know you guys be giving this creepy ass look. And that's when he begins to look at you differently. He gives you this different look. The look is more relaxed, right? The look is, his mouth is more open. He's just like looking at you. You'll notice that he just looks at you completely different, right? And he treats you with more warmth. There's more, how can I say, he treats you with more gentleness, right? He cares about your emotions. He asks you how you feel. Now, mind you, this is all based on how he started. This is always based on how they started, guys, okay? This is all based on contrast, right? But generally speaking, when a guy's falling in love with you, he just gives you those looks. Then it's just different, and he'll caress you. You'll notice that he's caressing you more. Now, mind you, if he didn't caress you at first, you'll just notice this. It'll happen a lot more often, right? He'll caress you more. He'll want to be more closer to you, and his dick won't be hard all the time, right? Because that's important. Because if he has you close to you and his dick is hard, we all know why you're close, right? But over time, you'll notice that they'll give you a different look. And this is what happens when you fall in love with somebody. You'll catch him looking at you randomly, right? And he's just giving you a look, not the look of a hound dog, but the look of somebody who loves somebody. And those are three general signs, right? Just giving you those kind of looks, right? And the look isn't the sex look. You see what I'm saying? It's more of the I care about you type of look. All right. All right. So now that you know the signs, the three signs that a guy's falling in love with you, let me know what are some of the other signs that a guy's falling in love with you in the comment down below. I'm gonna be reading all of those comments, right? And don't forget, become part of the Patreon gang, and also check out my online courses, Natural Chemistry for people in relationship, and the Psychological Game of Attraction for people who are single. Those courses, I am telling you, is fucked up. They're dark. They're immoral. But they work. So don't tell your mama you're watching my channel, all right? And by the way, another thing is that I want you to hit the notification simply because I'm only posting once a week on this channel, but I do random live streams. And you only know of the live streams if you hit the notification, all right? So be part of the Mindful Gang, hashtag Mindful Gang, hashtag Patreon Gang, and hashtag Notification Gang. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, my peeps, and please stay safe and don't die. I need you guys and you need me, all right? So let's begin this, man. Let's keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't you love to have exclusive videos that I don't post on YouTube? Wouldn't you love to be able to ask me any question and I make a video based on that? Wouldn't you love to have exclusive courses, exclusive seminars that I'll be posting on Patreon from time to time?
and I will not be posting on YouTube. Wouldn't you like to know about that? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I want you guys to check out my new Patreon account, Mindful Attraction. Become part of the Mindful Gang. Become part of the movement, wherein I will be teaching you guys some dark psychological tactics, obviously, which is what makes me unique, to be quite honest with you. But also, I'll be answering a lot of your questions. These videos are based on the live streams that I'll be having. I'll be posting these kind of videos. I'll be posting full live streams and the audio version of it so that you could download it yourself. Right? As you can see, these videos are not on YouTube, and nor will they ever be on YouTube, because this is only for the exclusive Patreon gang. That's right, for the Patreon gang, ladies and gentlemen. Right? So there are a few tiers for this one. You got the freeloader, no more. In general, you become a Patreon gang. All right, you become a Patreon gang by just donating $1. Right? After that, you get the purposeful gang. Right, where you get exclusive access to all of the video, right? And after that, you got the mindful gang, ladies and gentlemen, where I'll put your name as credits in every one of my videos and access to all the videos, right? After that, you got the like a boss, where not only do you get my gratitude, not only do you get access to the video and credits, but also you get to ask one question, people. Okay, you get to ask one question per month, right? And I'll make a video based on it, and I'll thank you and pray for you. First of all, I'll pray for everybody. Okay, I'm not putting prayer as something that you gotta pay for. All right, the Lord would not be happy if I did that. After that, you become the mindful master, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the mindful master. And in that, I'll personally draw a portrait of you. That's right, people. A portrait of you. If you want to see how my portraits look like, you'll see it right now. I'll personally draw a portrait of you, right? And I'll send it to you, okay? Now, all of this is for people who want to support the channel. For people who one day this channel will close one day. I'm not gonna lie, people. YouTube will one day close this channel. But this is for people who want to support it, who want to become part of the movement, who wanna learn about people who get manipulated, who want to avoid manipulation, who want to get that guided chase. No matter who you are, there's a video for you in here. All right. Now go in there. I'll see you inside. Send me a message. I'll read it and I'll respond to you. Okay. See you guys inside. Bye-bye.